guys, welcome back. Today is part 2 of 31 Days of Denim, and I will be showing you all how I made this scrunchie. For this project, I used scissors, measuring tape, and an old pair of black jeans. I started by measuring my length and width to determine how long and wide I wanted my scrunchie to be. Once I got my desired measurements, I started marking guidelines as to where I was going to cut. You're basically going to just cut out one long rectangle. After that, I began cutting out my rectangle. Disclaimer, if you decide to make a scrunchie for yourself, do not use denim. I use denim for the sake of the series, but denim is too thick and it doesn't stretch. I would recommend using a more lightweight, stretchy fabric. My width ended up coming to 5 inches. My length ended up coming to 15 inches. Now fold your rectangle in half. I'm going to pin the fabric right sides together and sew a single straight stitch across to create a plain seam. Once everything was sewn together, I opened it up and laid it flat on the table. I then began to fold one side towards the middle, followed by me struggling to fold the other side towards the middle. Once those two sides are folded together tightly, I then begin to bring the two outer layers together, keeping the two inner layers folded together. I then begin to pin the outer layers, making sure that that inner layer is still folded and intact. Now it's time to sew everything together. Don't start sewing at the beginning of your fabric. Start at about a 1/2 inch, just so it'll be easier to pull your fabric through as you begin to sew it. The next few clips are going to show you how I sew, stop, and then pull the fabric through. So I just repeated those steps until I got back to my starting point. Once I got back to my starting point, I left a gap. Don't fully close it. Leave a gap so you can pull the rest of your fabric through. Here is the gap that I left open, and in the next clips, I'm about to pull the fabric through. Now that I've created the band, it is now time to add the elastic. I didn't feel like measuring it, so I just wrapped it around my arm and cut it where it ended. I put one safety pin on each end of the elastic. I used one safety pin to funnel the elastic inside of the band. The second safety pin is to hold the other end of the elastic outside of the band so it doesn't get lost. This is where I started to funnel one end of the elastic through the band. Holding the other end so it won't get lost. Now that both ends of the elastic are outside of the band, it is time to sew them together. After being sewn together, I begin to stretch out the elastic. I closed this hole with a single top stitch. After that, I started to stretch out the scrunchie so I can hide that top stitch. The scrunchie is now finished. Y'all, let me know how I did. I hope that you all enjoyed the video and return for part 3. Bye!